Thanks for reminding me, Tony. I got it fixed.
No worries. And yeah, boss, you look way old.
I do. Yeah.
Better than the young punk up here.
Yeah, I'm not that young anymore.
Yeah, but we look better than you.
Yeah, I hope I look this good at your age.
I hope look this good at your age. No,
Hey,
I wish I
al-
was your age.
I always say it's not the years, it's the mileage. So it's
I always figured it was the bumps in the road, but hey.
it's a little bit of both. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
There's
Well, we're
been
getting a
some
lot better at
bumps
fixing
in the
cars
road.
nowadays. That's what I was saying. We're getting a lot better at fixing the cars, at least.
Hey, Jake, you still got a lot of bumps in your road to deal with.
Oh, I know that. I didn't think I didn't. I'd be mistaken to think that. I still got plenty more learnings to do.
Hey,
I
I had more bumps
started-
in my road
started
before
young,
you
though.
were 10.
What's that? Say that again.
He said he started down the road, his road, before you were 10.
He started on his road before I was 10.
I think that's what he said.
No, I had more bumps in my road
Oh, more
before he was
bumps.
10.
Oh, I mean, I had a daughter by the time I was 18. I started that road a little earlier before I was.
I
18.
still don't have a daughter.
I had a kid before I was 18.
I didn't do that. When I was 18 is when I lost my family.
Yeah, well, you lost them and then took off, right? It was that, or was it a couple years after that?
A couple of years after that's when I walked out. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, you said you
Was it-
lost two really close people to you, right?
I lost my mom and basically what I thought was my father.
Okay. The one that was around, right? Or
Yeah, he shot my mom. So, hey,
Oh, geez.
I lost them both at the same time.
oh god. Yeah, I don't remember that story. I don't know if I know I've heard you say it, but I don't want you to go into it. I just yeah.
I don't have a
I
problem
knew it
anymore
was too
with
close
it.
people to you.
Yeah. Never brought my dad back in my life at that point. But I couldn't bring my mom back in my life at that point because she wasn't there.
Yeah. Wow.
And yeah, a couple of years later, I just grabbed a knife and a wool blanket and walked out in the woods. 18 months later before I came back to society.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a trip.
I still don't know how you managed to do that, especially in the weather that you were battling. There's some cold
Yeah, it was
winters.
February when I walked out.
Yeah, there's some cold winters where you were at.
Yeah.
One thing if you're roughing it in Florida, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Florida been nice. I'd be eating gator, man.
Right. A lot more lizards to hunt. That's for damn sure.
What part of the country were you in?
Northwest Washington, up on
Oh,
the
geez.
Olympic Peninsula.
Right. Tell me how
I-
warm that sounds in the winter.
I wouldn't want to try to do that in San Diego in the wintertime. Go out in the mountains. I wouldn't last
Oh,
here.
San Diego was fun in the summer though.
Oh, in the summer.
At least
But
you
in
got
the
a piece of
wintertime,
something to
man,
think about.
in the wintertime it snows in the mountains, so I wouldn't last.
Yeah, it was a peak season for us in Washington when I walked out. Now, not a military K-bar and a wool blanket. I walked away. Came back a year and a half later.
Wow.
What would you say was your toughest struggle while you were out there? Like, do you have a specific day where you were just like, or a specific
Oh, there's
event
so many
that
days.
almost broke you?
So many days of crying.
Yeah.
Hurting so bad and just hungry and too many to count on that one. to pick a day out, I got injured once.
Okay.
I couldn't move from camp for days.
Well, you told me that one. Was that the hiking one? You
Yeah.
said you like were under the rock for a period of time or under the log?
Yeah. Sat under a log for a long time. I was injured. I couldn't move. Luckily, I didn't get infection from the wound, and I could get water from milk and moss. You know, basically just squeezing whatever I could find juice out of it to drink. It sucked. It sucked
What
more
made
than
you-
just not
what
being
made you
able to
get up?
move.
What made you get up and decide to go?
I was hungry.
Yeah.
And there was a point in my life that I decided to give up, but it was before I walked out into the woods. And I didn't have that attitude anymore after that point. So when I was out there, it was, no, I'm going to keep going. Whatever it
That
takes.
makes a lot of sense. People often say that when someone takes themselves off this earth voluntarily, that's usually only a societal or rich person problem. It doesn't really happen in first world countries. People that are broke and have nothing and are really struggling don't have
That's
that
nothing.
same mindset.
Yeah, that's just because I'm broke, I have nothing doesn't mean I'm not there.
Yeah.
But people grew up having, and then have nothing. It's a whole different game. I grew up in northern British Columbia with nothing, on growing on the land, you know, living on the land. I learned to trap, I learned to hunt, I learned all those skills that I ended up actually using to survive.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, until everything was more than what you had, you know?
yeah.
Everything was an improvement after that.
Well, you know, snails and slugs still suck to eat.
No, I get it, but I mean, you started from scratch. Now you don't have
Yeah.
to go back to stuff like that. Like
No,
you went to the bare bones of it and then grew from there.
yeah, I've been to the extreme on the wrong end. I've not been to the extreme on the other end because I'm not a rich person. But I feel sorry for those people that are. And how are you going to deal with it when that dollar means nothing anymore?
It'll be replaced with something.
Yeah, your skill.
You think it'll ever go back to that?
I think if it really goes bad, what's going to really matter in life?
I mean,
Your usefulness.
Personally, yes. When it comes to taking care of your family and your own, I agree. Your immediate is what you worry about first, and you have to have the skill to take care of that. But on a societal standard, if we ever are to form a
Are
society,
you going to be
there has to
useful
be
in
some
a
kind of
society?
with that's more than just
I mean, what's your use in society right now? You can fight.
say that again.
What's your use in society right now? You can fight.
I would say my use in society right now is based on what I can sell myself for.
Yeah, you can fight. That's your skill, right?
I mean, not in society. That's not my skill in society. My skill in society, my skill is my labor and my work and what
If there's no electricity or electronics functioning, what skill do you have?
If there's no electricity and electronics functioning, I can still landscape.
What good is landscaping if it doesn't mean anything to people?
Oh, it means stuff to people.
Can you garden?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a skill.
Oh yeah, no, I know I have those skills. I know how to camp and take care of myself and stuff like that. I'm just
I do too. I know you
thinking
do.
about what would help
But-
a society. Like,
But what if you, I mean, we're talking about the worst case scenario. Where do you fit in with the group?
Yeah, if the country collapses, Jacob, no one's going to care about their landscaping.
No, but they're going to care about what skills you have to offer to the group.
True. Yeah.
And it does come down
I'm
to
saying,
skills,
I'm
not
talking about once
not
it-
how much
once
greenback you
something's
got in your
reestablished.
wallet,
I
because
got
that
it,
only
but
keeps the
when it
fire
falls
going
apart,
for
I
so
agree.
long.
When it falls apart, I agree. You got to have something to be able to
That's what he's
work
talking
in with everybody. But I'm saying when it's reestablished, there's going to have to be some sort of a bartering system that's not based on skills. Eventually, it'll go to precious metals or some kind of value.
Precious
system.
metals won't go. They will not go away.
Yeah.
Number one, gold is one of the best electronic conductors on the planet. Silver also, and then lead. Right now, lead is worthless. I mean, you get what, 9 cents a pound or something for lead right now?
Is that what it is? I don't know.
I don't either. I'm just guessing. I know it's not much in comparison to the other metals.
I never find lead in abundance, but you think of like
You got to go to the shooting ranges for that.
like platinum and stuff like that is really high.
Yeah. Well, they have useful even in a primitive base society, those things have usefulness.
Yeah.
You know, that's something you can offer if you know how to find them and use them.
That's what makes most precious metals, either the difficulty to obtain them or the rarity.
The rarity, yeah. Or as we know now, the ability to process down to get some of these metals, like aluminum, which our planet is mostly aluminum.
Yeah.
And it does not go away. Nothing you can do to it to make it disappear.
What happens with aluminum? It just breaks down and reforms, or what do you mean?
If you keep refining it, doesn't matter. At a certain point, it no longer loses material from weight. So you can put it in a forge in a crucible and burn a bunch of cans down into a nugget, right?
Yeah.
Put that nugget, weigh it, put it in there. And at a certain point, it's no longer going to lose weight.
Once it gets to a certain density?
Well, purity.
Huh.
Once it's 99.9% pure,
that
will not change.
So that's why if you had like a can of pop, an empty
You
can
take
of pop, left
take
it
a
in the
beer
fire
can,
pit,
throw it in the fire pit. It's not gone.
eventually- It would get holes, but it's probably because of the impurities in it.
It'll melt down to a little tiny piece
Yeah.
because there is not much aluminum right here in this can.
Gotcha.
It'll burn down to
aluminum melts
a
down
little
and-
tiny chunk, but it'll still be aluminum.
I didn't realize it melted off all the other stuff.
Yeah,
It burns off the impurity.
it'll burn off the impurities, but aluminum is one of the few things on this planet you can't get rid of.
Interesting.
Silver has an aspect to do the same thing.
What would happen if you threw it into a volcano?
It'd still be there.
It would just sink, or what?
It would melt and distribute.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was
You know.
heavier than, or if it would rise, or if it would sink.
Oh gosh, no, that stuff melts so easy.
I know,
but it
once
will
broke
not
down, I
it
didn't
will
know
not
if it would float through.
vaporize. It will not vaporize.
Do you think
Gold.
it would float to the top of the heat source, or do you think it would sink down because of its
When you find it in the wilderness out there walking around, every so often you see a little vein of silver going across. You know, I only know this from old photos of the mining I've been finding out here.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of silver and gold mines and stuff like that out here, but and there's nothing you can do to some minerals. There's nothing you can do to them. They're not going to vaporize, which is the only way to get rid of stuff.
Interesting.
So it doesn't matter how hot the dang thing is, it's just not going to go away.
Learn something new.
I mean, it'll turn to liquid.
Yeah, no,
And
I
the,
had no idea.
the molecules will spread around, but you're not getting rid of it. And aluminum's the most abundant resource on this planet.
Which is weird because I thought it would be something that was like harder on like the hardness scale, like diamonds or something like that. When it comes to something that's hard to destroy, I think it would. I would have assumed it would have been something on the hardness.
Diamonds can be crushed.
Yeah, but can they be gotten rid of? Like I know they can be made smaller into powder.
Well, you can't really get rid of carbon.
Okay.
And diamond is a carbon.
So what happens? It just breaks down. It can
It
be
breaks down
right?
just like we do.
But it can be vaporized.
It can be transformed. You can't get rid of it. You can't get rid of you. You can't get rid of me. You can put me in a fire, burn me up. You still can't get rid of me. I'm still part of this planet I came from.
Stardust. So do you think there's a lot of aluminum?
Stardust is a good word for it. Yeah.
Do you think there's a lot of aluminum in stardust?
I doubt it. There's not much aluminum in the human body. I know that.
No, that's true.
And if there is, it's not good for you.
Are you
Oh,
guys,
damn right. It's not good for you.
you guys,
That's why we drink out of aluminum. Cook in aluminum.
Have you guys heard the proponents out there that are talking about like ingesting silver and stuff like that for health reasons?
No.
I keep hearing about people doing this.
You're just going to gain weight.
Sounds like a bad.
Every ounce of silver
About,
you take
like-
in, you're going to be an ounce heavier.
Is it like colloidal silver you're talking about? Something like that? Like COIDAL?
I don't know. It's called silver. You can look it up. They like give it to people as like a vitamin or something now.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
it's
way.
actually good for you because it's antibacterial or
Oh, it's sterile because it's sterling silver.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. Maybe I know a lot of metals we have to have. We have to have our copper. We have to have our magnesium,
Or iron.
our iron for sure, and we get those minerals a lot of different ways. Silver maybe has a property. I know if you wear a copper ring, it sucks a lot of negativity out of your body.
I've heard
Negative elements.
Macintosh wears copper. He wears something, some kind of copper.
Well, there's
ring.
copper braces you can wear to help for arthritis because it vacuums out some of that. All I can say is negativity. I don't know what the hell it vacuums out, but hell, if you can
I
take
would like that
negativity
too.
out of your life, who's not going to take that advantage?
I mean, it can't hurt me.
colloidal silver is what it's called. It's good for wounds, skin disorders, but the FDA does not recommend consuming it internally. But a lot of people say there's a lot of benefits to doing that.
Yeah.
Well,
I knew- I
it's
knew
one of those
people were
elements.
speaking out against
Once
it.
once it is in you, your body does not break it down. A lot of minerals that way. Even that fact we take copper, magnesium, and iron. We process through using them and expel them. We have not deteriorated those elements a bit. We just expel them with the waste they have gathered going through our system. And silver could be one of those products. I don't know about silver. I like silver. It's my favorite metal.
Says nanosilver inhibits multiplication and growth of bacteria and fungi, which cause infection, odor, itchiness, and sores.
That
Yeah, it's
doesn't
just,
surprise me.
It's just small amounts of silver and in a liquid that you take.
I saw
Well, the
something.
same reason that, a lot of people wore copper rings. I have copper rings. I don't wear them. I wear a gold ring, but it's only because I'm married. Otherwise, I wouldn't wear a ring at all. Not a big jewelry fan. But I know people that have used copper and hematite. And you guys know what hematite is.
I do know what hematite is.
Okay.
I do not.
It is a very highly magnetic mineral that we have. And I don't got any handy. You mix copper and hematite. Well, copper is a non-magnetic. It does not hold a charge at all, but it gathers out imperfections in iron if you mix it. You
Iron and oxygen.
you pound copper and iron together, and it pulls the oxygen and imperfections out of the iron. It does the same in your body. The hematite is magnetic, so it kind of attracts all that stuff to the copper that sorts it and filters it. But the one thing that most people are, oh, this felt good when I put it on. That's only good for a couple days. You need a new one.
Have you guys heard of Argyria? Argyria? Argyria occurs in people who ingest or inhale silver in large quantities over a long period of time, several months to many years, and they turn blue.
I wonder where those people came from.
That's how
Wow.
the Blue Man Group started. It's from
Wow.
WebMD.
They must have been consuming a lot of it.
Yeah, I'm a
Argyria
broke
is a
man. I
rare
can't
skin
afford that.
condition that can happen if silver builds up in your body over a long period of time. It can turn your skin, eyes, and internal organs, nails, and gums a blue-gray color, especially in areas of your body exposed to sunlight. That changes your skin color is permanent. So you can't
Yeah,
even get rid of
'cause,
the blue after you stop ingesting it.
The sun oxidizes metal. So if you're low iron, what color is your skin?
That makes sense. Yeah.
It's
'Cause,
white.
well,
If you got low
ironated
iron
blood
content, the
ironated blood
sun
is
isn't
red.
affecting your skin.
Well,
You gotta-
ironated blood is red and oxygenated blood is blue.
No. All blood is red.
No,
So
purple.
oxygenated blood is blue. As soon as it's exposed to the outside, it's red.
Once it has enough nitrogen impacted into the bloods, it will turn color to a red. That's what pours out of us. But inside your body, the fresh blood from the air coming into our lungs, which has the nitrogen in it, is red. But as it goes through and filters out all the crap in our bodies, it's a purple blue.
But the blood is not blue. That's just
No.
it's
Yeah, blood is red. If your blood's blue, you have issues, buddy.
that came from because people would see the difference between a vein and an artery, and they assume.
But hey, if you're eating a lot of silver, maybe your blood is blue.
Yeah, but it's either dark red, deep red, or bright red. But there's no such thing as blue blood.
I know beetles bleed black blood.
Black, you're already dead. I don't want to talk to you. No, you got black blood. I don't want to talk to you, buddy. I can't even shoot you.
Starts in your mouth. That weird condition. But yeah, dude, people are ingesting it.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's what people are doing. It's a bad idea. Don't do that. If anybody sees this. Bad.
Where's
idea.
it go? It's heavier than most of the elements in your body, so it must sink to your feet.
They said your spleen. Your liver.
So it'll settle in there.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
They're saying it starts in your mouth, like the condition starts in your mouth, and they say you can start tasting it first, and then that's where the color starts to go. But after that, it's exposed areas to the sun. So immediately probably goes to your face and your hands.
Yeah, next thing you know, all your fingernails are falling out. Can't grow a beard. Eyebrows are falling off. Don't have to shave your ears no more.
Who did you guys ever hear that story about those kids that they found. It was a boy and a girl.